Hello, folks. Welcome to my YouTube channel once again. Myself, Ranjit. In the previous few years, probably 1 year or back, I would have posted a few videos in my YouTube channel. So it's been a very long time that have come back again. So here, I'm here to discuss about React. Now, my dear friends, all of us have come to know about what actually is React. We have spoken a lot about React, React JS, React Native, all these things, all these buzzwords we have come across, isn't it? Now, coming to this, yes. So the agenda for now is we'll have a few introduction about React, then what actually is the difference between React and React Native, then we'll see to what actually is how actually the React program structure is actually centered or configured. Okay, right. Now, React is a component based UI design library. Now, what do I mean? Now, whenever we talk about component based, my dear friends, if we take up any web page as such, if we take up any of the web pages, be it any website's web page, inside that web page, there will be a lot of components. Okay. So in React, what we do is we will design each and every component. We will design each and every component and we will place those components inside the React screen. Okay. Inside the screen. So all this is taken care of by React.js. Now again, it is a UI design library. Okay. So React.js is a UI design library. That means if at all I want to design user interface, then I have to use React. Okay. So React is a UI design library. It is a component based UI design library. Now, whenever I talk about component here, of course, each and every component I have to prepare or configure and place it inside React web page. This is what is the main intention behind using React.js. Now, as we know, my dear friends, JS is nothing but JavaScript, isn't it? So UI design library, user interface design library. Okay. Now, whenever we talk about library here, we should understand what is the difference between framework and library. What is the difference between framework and library? My dear friends, first of all, we'll understand what is the difference between framework and library. Now, library is just a part of framework. Now, if at all I want to give one realistic example, where actually this React is used. Now, my dear friends, if you take up this Instagram account, in Instagram account, we would have posted some status. Okay, we would have posted some status. In such cases, what happens? All of your friends might be liking that post. Now, when I click on the like button, what happens? 1%, 2%, 3%, it just goes on increasing, isn't it? So there actually the screen, the page, the web page will not be, updated each and every time. Just if I say, if I have liked somebody else's post or any of my friends have liked the post, it just keeps on increasing without updating the page. This is where the React.js comes into picture. Clear? Now I have spoken a lot about component based and UI design library. Let's move on to understand what is the difference between React and React Native. Right. So what is React and React Native? What is the difference between? Of course, see, we have come across React.js and we have also come across React Native. So React.js is a JavaScript library. Okay. So React.js is a JavaScript library. React.js is a JavaScript library. Now, whenever I speak about JavaScript library, what does it mean? What does it mean? Whenever I speak about JavaScript library, what does it mean? Now, see, supposing, library is just a part of framework, isn't it? Library is just a part of framework. So React Native is a JavaScript framework. React Native is a JavaScript framework. Now, whenever I talk about framework, you know what happens? Now, whenever I talk about framework, now if I have to give you realistic example of how actually JavaScript framework works. Okay, I mean what actually the framework is. Supposing I want to construct a house. If at all me alone sits and starts constructing the house, it would take hell a lot of time. In fact, I might be able to complete the the work, but it will not be that easy. Correct or not? Yes. Now that is what is the concept of framework in terms of technicality, that is computer science. Now, if at all I want to build a house, I will be giving some contract to builders. I'll be giving contract to some builders. So they will, go start up with the process and they will complete everything. So what is again React is now this is what is framework. I already have something in place. I already have something in framework that is part of everything. Part of this application will be present. Here and there I'm going to modify and build some application with the help of React Native framework. So this is what is the difference between JavaScript library and JavaScript framework. Okay. So again, React is a JavaScript library. Now, whenever I talk about React JS, it is mainly used to build web applications. Okay. See, I will have a lot of components. I'll have a lot of components in my web pages. I will design each and every components and place those components inside the web page. So this is what is called as React. This is what is the main intention behind using React JS. Coming to React Native. So what actually is React Native? Now, when I have this React Native, what happens? So JavaScript framework is there. Okay. So JavaScript framework is there. So coming to React Native, what happens? Again, it is made up of few set of components. It is mainly used for mobile applications rather than web applications. So if at all I want to build a few React applications, in such cases, I'm going to develop the components. I'm going to build few components. Okay. And those components are nothing but, React, they are mainly native components. They are mainly used for mobile applications. Okay. So these are the main differences between React JS and React Native. Coming to React program structure, right? React program structure. So no, this is a very simple program, my dear friends. So it says import React from React, import React DOM from React DOM client. Now, first of all, we need to understand this. First of all, we need to understand this. Import React from React. Import React from React. Now, when I say import React from React, I need to understand few words here, isn't it? So import is going to import some library. It is going to import some library. Now, whenever I talk about import, now React, okay, React is a file. It is a file or a folder present in node underscore module. It is a file or a folder present in node underscore module. If I want to access this file, I'll not have any access to it. I cannot directly use it. I'll just take this code, place it inside a React. Okay, this is a React variable. I'll just take this code and place it inside this React variable. Okay, I'll just take this code and place it inside this React variable. Okay, now this will be present in the code will be present in this React code will be present in node underscore module directory. That code will be taken and it will be placed inside this React variable. Next, what it does is import React DOM from React and React dash DOM under slash client. This is going to fetch. This React DOM client will be fetched from again node underscore module directory and placed inside a React DOM variable. Now, the next line is function hello props. Now here, my dear friends, one thing that you need to remember here is props. Okay. So props again, it is just passed as a parameter. If at all I want to display some, access some attribute, in such cases, I'll be using this props. It is a generic this thing. Now props will have various attributes. Generically, if I have to refer to some attribute, then I'll be using this props. Here, we have just passed the parameter as props here, but we haven't used props as, along with, you know, we haven't used props in this. tags. Okay, this is what is function hello props. Next, I have const root is equal to react dom dot create root, document dot get element by id root. So here I'll fetch the element which is referenced by the id root and place inside. Okay, and place inside react dom dot and place inside this root element. Okay, now it says root dot render. Now it says root dot render hello. Now here one thing you need to look into is you need to use create root method. Create root method is going to create the root, constant root, and it is going to place inside this root and it is going to place inside this root variable. So root dot render hello will be printed. Okay, root dot render hello, that means when I say root dot and render hello, whatever will be present within this hello function, within this hello function there is something called return hello world, so it will be printed. So this is what is the basic react program structure. In fact, this is what is the agenda for this meeting. In fact, I would be just maybe have just taken it as a you know a trial video for this React. If I can get a few such likes or good comments, I would be, starting off with a few other classes. Meanwhile, thank you so much. Have a great day.